the legal team, Geek Sensei, Raven, Sam, Mr. Blitzstick. You three, man. Yeah. You man about it.
We are live, guys. It's Sam and Mr. Blitztech, and today we are talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Man, if you told me in the year 2025 there's going to be a game that does RPG, turn-based, really well, and it's probably going to be one of your favorite games in the middle of the year thus far, I'd probably slap you in the face and tell you that's not real. So there's going to be a past me going to be slapping myself in the face right now and telling me that's real. And that game is Expedition 33. This game, only was seen one trailer of it. I thought it looked pretty cool. I wasn't expecting too much, but now that I'm playing it, oh my days, guys, you need to go play this game in some kind of capacity. Even if you're just watching it, this game deserves the support, the sales, the gameplay time, everything, because these guys have knocked it out of the complete park. I'm telling you right now, this ball is not coming back. It's doing really well. It's only made by like 30 people, so a really small studio. However, let's talk about the actual game. First off, the story kind of grips you with a sense of mystery of what's going on. Also, not going to drop any spoilers here, so don't worry. But they drop a lot of lore really concisely, really well. It does grab you into the world, and it just makes you want to play more. It makes you wonder, okay, how did all this start? How are we going about this? You introduce characters really well at the same time. You want to know what about these characters, and then boom, when you're in the expedition, when everything's going off, oh my days, is actually the biggest madness. Then obviously, since you're now on the expedition yourself, it goes on to the combat. This is where the game also shines. Like I said, turn-based, RPG style. The last time I played something like this really well is definitely Final Fantasy. And it does make me wonder now why Final Fantasy kind of left this, because it's gone more action. However, if this game is going to do it really well, I am so glad that we are getting turn-based RPG styles back in the making. Not only do you have your certain just usual attack, you got a free aim, you got loads of skills that then compile with your partner's skills. Man, it just feels so good. And it really does make me miss turn-based action. I know I'm saying a lot, but I actually do miss turn-based role-playing action quite a lot. And this game really does highlight that, doing it so well. Like I said, there's loads of skills to unlock that also kind of complement and go with your own kind of team. So if you're really strategizing about what kind of skills you should unlock, what kind of skills you feel like you're needing, encompassing in battle, you really do need to think about what you want to go about next. That's what I mean, that every single part of this game does really feel intriguing, does really feel like you're thinking about it. And these are the kind of things I miss in gaming. So let's dive into the world itself. Obviously, I'm not going to do any spoilers. Going to keep reminding you of that. You're going into the world, and from the jump, usually it's kind of narrow. It's kind of like corridory in these kind of games. But here, it does feel like you're on an expedition. I know it's in the title, but it's also in the game as well. You're even encouraged to go and explore. Yes, you might come across a powerful enemy that you might not want to try and fight right about now, so you might want to try and return, which they do also encourage, I believe. But there's also kind of different pathways and different items that you can be collecting if you do explore, which obviously I love to do. Obviously, I like more games, like a game like this, to have a map, but it kind of feels like you're part of the world because there is no map. Obviously, you're just on this expedition to nowhere. You don't know where you are. So I kind of allow it here that I don't know where I am. I'm going to have to explore by myself, have my compass senses about me, and hopefully get from A to B and remember where I am. But the environments are definitely gorgeous. There's different varied amount of enemies that you're going to have to learn by yourself. There's no scan here. You're going to have to learn as you're battling. And I would even say the battles themselves aren't even particularly easy, which again goes with the story as well. You're not going to come across some 2 or 3 enemies where you're hitting them one time and they're just dying and all that kind of riffraff. No, from the jump, you are in danger. You're feeling it. You're on the back foot. And if you make some bad decisions, it's going to cost you and the team your life, which again plays into the whole game. Everything plays into the whole game. Everything just feels very encompassing. Everything is done super well. What else is done super well? The voice acting brings the characters to life. I know they've got some really good voice actors in this, like Ben Starr and Circus, all them guys there, and it's just great to hear. Like I said, they just bring the characters alive. This is what happens when you have good voice acting, also a good written script for the game as well, but it's all in just encompassing. It's just all done very well, and I just want to play more. For myself, like wanting to know more and play more and see what's going on here with the mystery of the game and stuff. And like I said, I haven't felt like this in a very long time. So I can only say that you guys to go out of your way and try and play this game as well, because I honestly do believe that you would enjoy this game. I would give this game a solid 5 stars. Like I said, everything just seemed so on point. I've actually not come across something I don't like about the game. And like I said, if something I don't like about the game, it kind of encompasses you in the world. There's difficulty, there's no map, but I do understand why that's actually a thing here. Even just the French lore kind of suits it as well. So yeah, it's definitely worth the price tag that's coming out as well. So guys, it's on all platforms. You can't really miss it. Expedition 33. Go give it a check out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.